Welcome back to Lucid Trading. This is round 2 for today. And guess what? CCIV is running. It is up 7 percentage points right now as we speak. If you are holding CCIV right now, make sure you smash that like button right here, right now. CCIV is running upwards as predicted. We're getting close to the merger. It was oversold, sitting at $22, sitting pretty darn low. I've got a boatload of CCIV that right now is in the green myself, and I am benefiting from this rally. And I do think it is going to continue further and further along as we're seeing the Russell 2000 rebound. We're seeing more positive sentiment coming to the market right here. Tesla's going to have earnings next week, Monday. So there's some positive catalysts that are now being priced into a lot of stocks, including CCIV stocks, sitting at 23.8. Oh, and by the way, I did get a haircut, so you might have noticed that. CCIV up 7.3%, and it looks like it will keep on running. There's a lot of momentum coming in here. Make sure you smash that like button if you joined, and welcome back to Lucid Trading. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Hope everybody's having a good afternoon so far. We're gonna have an awesome 2 hours. I think it's gonna be quite promising. Alrighty, it's gonna be great. Yeah, it's about time. I agree with that. Somebody's saying it's about time. It is about time. It is definitely about time. All right, let's take a look at the CCIV here now. So it's up 7.6%. It's about to hit $24. It's going up very sharply. We're not seeing that happen across the market. It's just going to be CCIV that's actually moving up this fast. However, we have to kind of take a look at this right now. The Russell is going up 2.8%. So the Russell is going up insane amounts. In contrast to that, the Nasdaq is only up a percentage point, which does make sense. I mean, the Nasdaq, as of late, the Nasdaq has been going up substantially. We have the S&P up 1.6%. The Dow Jones up 1.7%. So overall, I would say it looks like this is a rebound. I'm not so sure about this actually lasting. What I do know is that the Russell, especially the small caps, the high-risk stocks, are going to keep on going up. I don't think there's going to be a downturn like what we saw in February and March. This should be a rally that is brewing up here. C3.ai is up 2.7%. We have Palantir up 2.7% as well. Snowflake up 1.2%. AMC up 10%. Not quite going back down to the 20s as I hoped. I do think it's going to come. It's just not going to happen right now. Apple up 3%. We said it was going to bounce because we had earnings coming up. That is happening as we speak. Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Netflix, green across the board. Looking at BNGO is up 2.2%. We got Nano Dimension up 1.2%. Although still looking quite oversold. I think there's a lot of room for Nano Dimension to be going to the upside here. Recovery stocks going crazy. We have CCL up 6%. American Airlines up 6.5% after the oversold condition that we saw recently on these stocks. Nvidia down 2% on its stock split day. Big banks are heading up right here. Looks like we hit a support zone for the banks. Goldman Sachs, same thing. JP Morgan, same thing. So there's no surprise why the banks are going up. I don't think it's going to last, though. I do think that the bank stocks are going to come down again. Virgin Galactic now selling off as well, 4%. Remember, we did see Virgin Galactic go up like 8 percentage points yesterday. And that is the reason why it's selling off right now. Because, of course, we saw Jeff Bezos go to space. And that was one of the reasons why Virgin Galactic went up so much yesterday. And it's now coming back. It's pulling back slightly. I do think it's going to go back up to the 40s. Well, I'll say $36 to about $40 within the next 2 weeks. So Virgin Galactic, I would say, still looking pretty good at the current price. Now, what I'm a little bit interested about, what I'm interested in right now is DIDI stock. So DIDI stock is still sitting at the same place. Briefly went below $11. I bought a boatload of DIDI stock myself at around 10.7. 10.7, 10.8, 10.9. I will keep on buying the dip. I do think this company's going to come back really big very soon, as we are 20 days into its IPO, right? So the IPO was 20 days ago. In about 25 days, roughly 25 days, the investigation that is currently going on by the CCP or the Chinese government is going to be finished. So I think there's not a whole lot more time left until that is going to be done, and I think I'll be buying the dip until then. I do think there's going to be a massive, big move coming up for DIDI. CCIV is now up 8.3 percentage points. It is sitting at 24, and I think it's going to go up way more. This is just the beginning. If you think this is it, this is not it. There is way more coming for CCIV stock, and I've been saying this for a while. I said it when it was sitting at 21, 22, 23. I think it's just getting started. Let me just briefly... Oh yeah, we got a $5 donation coming in from MassRas. I'm on a flight and taking CCIV with me. 35 still by Friday? I think so. I think there's a huge probability that CCIV is going to shoot towards the 35. So long as they are not going to be diluting their shares, I think there is probably an 80% chance that they're going to be hitting that target. I think Thursday, because Friday it may fall due to the actual merger happening. I think what could happen here is that possibly right in the pre-market or during the merger itself, it tops out and it comes back down. There's a high chance that is going to be happening. So, yeah, this is just the beginning. It is just getting started. This is 8%. But honestly, it is to be expected. Look at the Russell right now. The Russell's up 3 percentage points as we speak. Like, it's almost up 3%. And it's taking all the growth stocks with it, right? I would be very surprised if it did not go up today. This is the day for small cap stocks. Look at Palantir, look at C3.ai, look at Snowflake, although they're not quite small caps. But yeah, BNGO, Nano Dimension, although Virgin Galactic is going down because of a sell the news event, which is kind of normal. It does make sense. But yeah, once again, welcome back to Lucid Trading. If you just joined, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. We're sitting at 35 likes, but 200 people are watching. Smash that like button. If you are enjoying the rally in the market right now, if you are enjoying the rebound, hit that like button right now. It takes about a couple seconds. It helps the channel immensely. It helps the live stream. So let's get it going. Also, welcome back to Rocket Launcher. Thank you for the tip on Netlist. Mina Han, Larry Summers, Hash Brown, Will, Afra, Empowering Physiques, Brendan. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Jill, V, Alex, Jared. Who do we have here? Iridium, Waleed, Baba, MC, Punk, Skater. Welcome back, everybody. Make sure you hit the like if I especially shouted you out right here. Welcome back. All right, so we got about 2 hours left until the market is going to close. Stocks are green across the market, right? So we're seeing green, 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 green. And this is happening because there's a rebound in the indices. The indices are rebounding after an oversold condition that we saw yesterday with the massive downturn in the S&P, in the Dow Jones, in the Russell. Everything was going down very rapidly. And we're seeing this pattern where it's like the indices that are now recovering the fastest are going to be the indices that are going to be performing well the coming months, in my opinion. I think especially the fact that the Russell shot up so fast, I think that is a sign. And it's up 3% right now. So this is a massive run on the Russell. I think there's a massive rally coming for growth, high multiple, small cap stocks. And we're looking at those closely. We have been looking at those very closely. CCIV is now up 9.3 percentage points. Wow. 24.3. 24.32. It's still heading up. About to be up 10%. Remember when everybody was paper handing CCIV? Remember when everybody said that CCIV was going to be going down? Guess what's happening? The exact opposite. It's heading up. Beautiful. Smash the like button. Let's get to 34. Or 35, sorry. I think it's going to be beautiful. If this bad boy hits 35, it's going to be fantastic. Yeah, so we have Tesla sitting at 651. I mean, the Russell just keeps going up. Look at that. The Russell just going up and up and up and up. Because guess what? We have the 10-year low. Very low 10-year. And that is good for growth stocks. As long as the market is going to be stable and the 10-year is low, you will watch growth stocks go up every single day, pretty much until the end of the year, if this is going to be the case. However, I do think the 10-year is going to skyrocket again, probably closer to around October, November, December. But yeah, for the coming months, I would say, growth stocks have sold off about 50 to 60 to 70% off their all-time highs. I think this is the time to be in growth stocks. CCIV stock sitting at 24.6, up 10.8 percentage points. Let's go. There's a good reason I put Peter Rawlinson on the thumbnail, and because look at that, this is just magic, right? It's just going up 11%. It's going up a percentage like every minute right now. So hell yeah, let's go. CCIV to the moon. To the moon indeed. Let me actually put the PayPal in the live chat. I always forget it. Let me just link it down so people know. Yeah, once again, by the way, if you donate through YouTube, YouTube takes about a 50% cut on the donation. I would appreciate it a lot if people would use the PayPal instead. However, both are accepted, so just keep that in mind. It is going to be linked in the live chat. It's also linked in the description. All right, we'll see if the CCIV is going to hold up here. It does look like it's going to keep going up. I mean, there's no reason why it should go down. Even at 24.6, I think CCIV is still sitting pretty darn cheap. So it's just going to keep going. I mean, the merger is going to be Friday. The merger is Friday. It is Tuesday today. We have tomorrow, we have Thursday, we have Friday, and that is it. Let's see. Come on, 11% coming up. So DIDI, I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed about DIDI today. I mean, it's just doing nothing, right? It's only up 1.2%. It's not a whole lot, but I guess we have to be satisfied with what we got. Apartment review. Well, no, it was not bullish. I actually didn't get the apartments. It was way too expensive for what I got for the apartment. So, no, I didn't get it. But I'm going to go to another one in the weekend, so it'll be fine. CCIV, let's go. Muddy Printer goes burr. AMC sitting at 38.5. This is going to be a really risky one. I think, I don't think AMC is going to get back to 60 again. C3 is going up just as expected. It's now up 3.2%. PLTR sitting at 22.2. My poor DIDI. My poor DIDI is just not willing to jump here. It's the only thing that's kind of like holding back the portfolio. Everything else is just jumping massively. Yeah, Virgin Galactic also, yeah, I would say that's kind of unlucky. It's kind of unlucky. What can you do about it? Not a whole lot. I mean, it could possibly go green at the end of the day. But I think yesterday we had such a large rally with Virgin Galactic due to the Blue Origin launch that we had. So that kind of got priced in. Binance stops the transfer out of crypto after blocking of funds withdrawal. Oh, wow. That is crazy. Binance, think they're having trouble. Let's see. Oh yeah, Coinbase is actually, what the hell? Okay, so Coinbase is in the green despite the fact that Bitcoin is now below 30,000. Remember, I was bearish on Bitcoin short term, so would you look at that? Ethereum, same story, perfect line, perfect prediction. It was sitting at 2,000. I said it was going to drop. I actually sold my Ethereum right here, and that was quite nice, I have to say. I think it was probably higher, probably in this zone. I bought some in this zone, sold some in this zone. But yeah, Ethereum coming down a lot here. It's down 1.7%. Bitcoin also going down right now. I think both of them are looking good for dollar cost averaging, although I do think they're going to go down more. So keep that in mind. Also, I am not a financial advisor. I am going to have to keep saying that. And this is not financial advice, but I do think cryptos could pull back further, which makes it, in my opinion, more attractive to be buying crypto at cheaper prices. Oh yeah, and hit the like button. Cheers. Let's see, DIDI is still not heading up. CCIV is up 10% still. Having a bit of a struggle at the, yeah, there's a resistance right here. You might be able to view it right. So that is a resistance, right? So where it's currently standing, where CCIV is currently standing, if it breaches above that resistance, I think what's going to happen is it's going to breach above all these prices. Let me just quickly use this to Fib retracement. You see that? So even the Fibonacci retracement is showing that this is pretty much a resistance zone for CCIV stock. So it's having a tough time breaching through, but if it does breach through, it is going to zoom past all these levels, and I think it will just reach 26, 27 in no time. So if there's enough momentum, it's going to just zoom past these levels. It will be beautiful if it does happen here. It's up 11% right now, sitting at 24.6. I would reckon that if it goes above 25, that would be the trigger. It would just jump to the 27. But it's having a tough time right now. Tesla's only up 0.7% despite the fact that we have earnings on Monday. That is just insane. I haven't seen Tesla move this weekly, this, I would say, slowly in a long time. This does remind me of 2019, back when Tesla had some issues, where Elon Musk ended up sleeping on the couch of the factory almost every single day. That was hilarious. I bought a lot of Tesla stock back then in 2019. Those were some good times. I would say not for Elon, though. But yeah, so looking at Tesla, I mean, it's looking very weak. It's not moving very fast. The RSI is moving, yet the price is kind of stagnating. I think what we might see here, looking at the daily chart, it's still looking quite bearish. It looks like what we might see is, we had a double top recently as well in Tesla. Let me check the 1 hour. I'm very surprised that it's moving the way it is. This is really weird. Oh boy. I mean, the weekly is looking good. I think the weekly is looking good. We're going to have a day coming up soon where it spikes probably 5 to 10%. And that would be the run on Tesla stock. Yeah, I'm not going to have any doubts right here. I think something like that. Lower 700 still. My price target was the upper 700s, but we had bad CPI data, bad PPI data. I think 770, 780s is going to be a little bit out of the question for now. But I could still see a massive move up to the 720s, 730s. Yeah, so I'm still bullish on Tesla. I'm actually holding a lot of Tesla right now. And I'm counting on Tesla to be going above 700 here. Although a lot of options are also going to be expiring on a Friday, so we might see the market makers kind of make use of that. Welcome back, Peru. Shout out to the mods. And welcome back. Also, hit the like button. Alright, so if you want me to take a look, a Palantir tweet on Twitter. Is there a Palantir tweet? Oh, I'm going to take a look at that in a second here. Today's Palantir news is a big hint. This is it. I'm buying more. Oh, wait, hold up. Hold up. What the hell? Is there news on Palantir right now? Let me just check it out. Maybe it's big. If it's big news, I mean, the stock could fly. It could fly 20, 30% easily. U.S. Northern CMD successfully completed the global information dominance experiment last week. Palantir is proud to deploy our software support to the command's critical mission of information. It's good news, but it's not like they have a new contract. So this will definitely add to the bullish sentiment. Big data shouldn't just be for big companies. Foundry for builders puts the power of Palantir into the hands of early stage companies to accelerate growth. From fintech to robotics. Read about the initiative and our initial group of alumni partners. Good stuff. Yeah, so that's good news. But I wouldn't say it's like groundbreaking news. So I don't think Palantir should be skyrocketing right now. You can probably see this in the price. It's only up 2.7%, while the whole market, I mean, we're seeing some stocks up like some 6, 4. I mean, everything is going up right now. So even Apple's up 3%. And that's after it went up massively already. So yeah, so Palantir, I mean, I think it's going to go up. It's just going to just slowly move upwards. I don't think we're going to see the choppy movement that we have seen in the past. I think Palantir usually does not behave like this. It more oftenly, I would say, behaves like that. Just slowly heading up like that. This is back when it was sort of a meme stock, and, you know, Wall Street Bets was all over it all the time. And you see here, lots of retail probably got wiped out when Palantir went from like 45 all the way back to the 18. But regardless of any of that, I still am very bullish on Palantir. I think it's one of the stocks that I could see double over the course of the next 6 months. So yeah, definitely at $22, still am very, very bullish on Palantir. So yeah, to the moon. I probably already did show you this graphic, this beautiful graphic. But yeah, Palantir looking pretty good. Let's see, Gary's still buying opportunity. Yeah, there are still buying opportunity. There's a lot. I would say right now. Okay, let's see. Palantir, C3.ai. These are the classics, right? Virgin Galactic at the 30s. We have Tesla. We have Neo. I think GGPI. I think that was it. That's the Polestar SPAC. RTP. There's a merger coming up for RTP. I think that's going to be very hyped up too. Honestly, Snowflake's also sitting quite low. You know, BNGO, Nano Dimension. I'm not so sure about AMD, actually. I'm a little iffy about AMD. Yeah, I would say CCIV is still swing trade. MACD's about to go bananas on the weekly chart. Daily chart, still looking good. I mean, if you would consider the fact that the RSI of this stock, right, so if CCIV stock, it's right now sitting neutral, and it's sitting at the price of 24. So last time this bad boy was neutral in the past, it was sitting at like 19. So there's a big difference there. So it is, in fact, very bullish. I would say if we would see the same RSI movement as we saw right here, it's definitely going to reach the 30s to about 32 at least. We could see an overshoot to 35 to 40. That is definitely possible. So regardless of any of the bearish videos that we saw on YouTube or bearish news, or so long as they do not dilute their existing investors, I think CCIV is going to be quite good. I think I've repeated it enough now. Gara, I'll donate $500 if it's 40. Start praying, bro. It could hit 40. It could. Hold on. Tesla's starting to move a little bit. Good sign. Neo's up as much as Tesla, sitting at the same levels. My gosh, this stock is making me crazy. Look at the volume on DIDI. The volume came down a lot, right? So volume is coming down all the way. I think it should be fine. Honestly, I think the volumes could reverse very soon, especially if the market remains stable here. Although the 4 hours, we're seeing that it's below the neutral level, but it's not exactly oversold or anything like that. The MACD could cross here, so that looks pretty good. And I think if it does move, the next target I'm going to be looking at for this is around $12. So $12 would be the target, which is I would say 7 to 8% move from here. Yeah. Abandoned ship on CCV. I disagree. I think CCV has more room to go. There's way more room. I'm also very bullish on DIDI. I think DIDI is going to probably outshine any stock that's in this list over the coming weeks. Hold up. Garrus, I promise you, if CCIV hits $40, I'll donate that one. So, is there like a group of people right now that want to donate me like money just because CCIV goes to $40? I mean, that's very generous, but we need to see CCIV hit $40 first. I think a lot of people will be very happy if that happens. I think it's rather unlikely, given the CPI and PPI, but it still is a possibility. I'm looking more at like 35, more of a. It's a little bit more realistic at this point. I would say if it moves to 35 from here onwards, that would be that would still be like a 45% move on CCIV stock. Would you recommend selling CCIV on Thursday or Friday? I think the thing is, I personally would only sell CCIV if it gets to like above 30. I wouldn't sell it in any other scenario, unless I kind of think the market is going to correct before then. But it looks like above 30, selling CCIV is going to be a lot more attractive than selling right now or selling at 27. Although 27 does, it seems like we do have a resistance at 27. And like I said, if CCIV does go above the $24.5, $25 range, then that is the next target. It will just jump to that point. But I would expect probably for Power Hour to be a very good hour for CCIV. I think it could surprise a lot of people. Tesla's almost up a percentage point. Bless the Lord. Finally seeing a little bit of upside. Okay, there we go. Hold up one moment. I'm just quickly checking if I've got my things ready. Yeah, cool. Yeah, Virgin Galactic still down 3.2%. Oh man, it must be horrible to have bought like a Virgin Galactic stock at 33 and then watching it go down while the whole market is just soaring. Like the Russell, the Dow Jones, everything is heading up. It's kind of sad. Gold is now slowly heading down. 10-year is still low. It's spiking a little bit, but it doesn't mean a whole lot, I'll tell you that. What we could see here for the 10 years, maybe, let's see if I can use the Fibonacci retracement for this as well. I'm going to take it with a grain of salt. So my expectation is, what could be happening here is possibly spike again and then just come down. That seems to be a pattern right now. Especially with COVID fears, right? So a lot of people are fearful that the COVID Delta variant is going to be quite frequent. Like it's going to be spreading all over the place. Ronald Anderson coming in with a $5 donation. You said that CCIV would hit 40. When would that happen after the merger? Okay, I said that it would hit 40. Unless CPI and PPI are going to be really bad. I stated this several times a couple weeks ago, probably 2 weeks ago, prior to CPI. The CPI was really bad. Like, it was really, really bad. So I think 40 is a little unrealistic. It could still happen, but I'm more looking at 35, right? So 35, 36, it could overshoot to 40. Oh, darn, my eyes suddenly start to hurt. But I'm still super bullish on CCIV. Oh man. Some value stocks are still heading down. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good riddance. Nano Dimension up 2%. BNG up 3%. Looking pretty sweet. It pretty much looks like the capital that was in these stocks went to the small caps, to the growth stocks, etc. Hey Gara, hope you're doing well. Do you have any recommendations for gold/mining companies? I've been looking at GORO and FSM. No, unfortunately, I don't have any of those. But I do like... What was the company called? Barrick. Was it Barrick? I think it was Barrick, right? I like Barrick a lot. You can look at this, right? So I was bullish on Barrick. Look what happened. From the point that I thought it was going to move upwards... If it moved 28%, I'm still bullish on Barrick right now. So do expect it to go to the 40s again, probably in 2022. So that's one of the gold mining companies or precious metal mining companies that I like the best. Come on, DIDI. Give us something. Give us something. Yeah, DIDI is still, you know, it's up 1.3%. It's at 11.2, sitting quite low. Oh yeah, by the way, let me know which stock you want me to take a look at, and also smash that like button. Let's get to 150 likes right here, right now. I think we can do that fairly easily, so let's get it going. Let's see. What do we have here? Yeah, please, any idea on Helion? Let's check Helion. Yeah, I think it's going to rebound. I think it's going to go back to the $11. I mean, I've already covered this, and it's going to, according to what I said so far, so I think I'm not going to doubt myself here, and it's going to probably rebound back to around 11. Let's check CCIV. Yeah, so like I said, CCIV hit the resistance. It's pulling back from that resistance point, and it looks like it could bottom at maybe 23.5 very briefly, but I do expect it to spike further. So we have 1 hour and 30 minutes, and I do think it's going to spike further. Possibly reach around 26. So that would be another 10% on top of what we currently have. But yeah, given that we have a... we don't have a whole lot of time. The merger is going to be Friday. I think there's a good chance it could reach 26 today. Meanwhile, DIDI just sitting at the bottom. Sitting at the bottom of the sea. It did move from that bottom, though. It's up 5% from the bottom. The 10.7. Not bad, I would say. Could have been way worse. I think Virgin Galactic is moving. Oh no, it's still down 3.4%. So people want to see CCIV, Neo, Nvidia, Palantir. Gara, I YOLO'd my kids into DIDI SUV, $10. As I mentioned, I would. Yeah, it briefly hit that $10, so I'll give you that. I definitely added. I think I added like $2,000 worth of my own cash into DIDI at around 10.7 to 11.1. I think that's fair. I'm very excited about this stock. I mean, it's sitting at a market cap of about what is it, like 53 billion. So they have a market cap of 53 billion. Yet they have revenues of like 20.5 billion. They're profitable. You can see on a quarterly basis in 2021 Q1, they are profitable. $846 million in profit. I think this could be one of those stocks that double throughout the year. 20 to about 25 is my price target. I think 25 is a little stretched, but yeah, I definitely do think DIDI could be hitting that $20 targets, probably in November/December. Those 2 months tend to be the more bullish months. We have a €10 donation coming in through PayPal from Matt Koadang. Thank you so much for donating through PayPal. Hey Gara, can you look at CCL? Sure thing. Let's take a look at CCL. Carnival Corp. We did the Fibonacci retracement. We said there was going to be a trend line here. It hit the trend line. It is bouncing off the trend line. Isn't that beautiful? We drew the trend line before it went down. Hit the trend line. Yeah, I think it looks like it's going to bounce off. I'm looking at it probably going back to around 22. But I'm cautious to make any conclusions about CCL right now, given the fact that there is some fears about COVID again. So, yeah, like in the past, I mean, it's so oversold. It would be crazy if it would pull back further. So eventually, I think it could get back to around 24, maybe 25 for earnings. What's happening with Tesla? Let's see. Yeah, Tesla's going up. Look at that. Finally, we're seeing some upside with Tesla. Jeez, it's been taking a long time. It's like my bags are getting heavy. So yeah, I'm very, very glad that Tesla's finally going up. Hopefully it'll go up more. I mean, I do think it's going to go up another 10 to 20%. So let's get it going. Tesla to the moon. Tesla to the moon. Let's go. Alrighty. Gara, I'm here. Welcome back. Welcome back to anybody that just came back to the live stream. Welcome to Lucid Trading. If you do not know who I am, my name is Gara. We cover the stock market every single day. When the market is open, of course. Before the market opens up and before the market closes, we're live about 2 hours per session, which is about 4 hours per day. If you are liking the streams so far, then smash the like button. Would appreciate it. It helps the stream. It helps, with the algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you tap that subscribe button. Tap that notification bell. That would be very much appreciated. And also let me know in the live chat, which stocks do you think are going to be going up? Type it down below in the live chat. Which stocks do you think are going to be smashing through earnings, are going to be performing super well? I am personally really hyped up about DIDI stock, about C3.ai, Palantir. But yeah, if you have any stock that you're excited about, just let me know in the live chat. I'm also going to be polling right now. Also hit the like button. Okay, I'm going to be polling. Will DIDI hit? Right. So, got this poll going on here in the live chat. Will DIDI hit $15 by the end of this week? And there's some options that you can choose from. Yeah, Tesla, BNGO, CCIV Space, SoFi. Oh my gosh, I haven't looked at SoFi in some time. Look at that, CCIV bouncing again. It's gonna retest the resistance. Let's see, SoFi. Ooh, that is painful. I do think SoFi is a good buying opportunity right around the $15. So yeah, SoFi looking pretty good. It canceled out the. You can see when we had the CPI. The 13th of July was CPI date, and it blew right through that trend line because of that bad CPI that we had. It has nothing to do with the company's fundamentals. It's just bad CPI. It retraced back to the main support, which is around $14 to $15. Let me delete this. I think that it doesn't make any sense anymore. Bounce once, twice, actually 3 times. So yeah. I think probably get back to around 18. That does make sense. That is a resistance for earnings, which is going to be in the middle of August, so we have a couple weeks left. roughly 3 weeks left until earnings. For SoFi to be retracing back to the $18 if the market remains stable. We need a stable market for this to be happening. I think we don't have to worry about the 10-year anymore, the 10-year yield. So that's kind of good. We don't have to worry about yield skyrocketing or anything like that like we saw in February and March. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm saying that this is not like February and March, because the 10-year is actually heading downwards. And we might actually see CPI potentially come in lower than expected next month. And that would also support this thesis. Let's see, do we have anything skyrocketing? DIDI starting to move up bit by bit. Starting to be a little bit more greener. Let's see. Still a bit of a disappointment today, as everything has gone up. AMC now up 12%. C3.ai up 3.5. Palantir 2.9. We're hitting the targets that we thought were going to be hit. Snowflake heading up 2. And Virgin Galactic just kind of laying there as a dead horse. It's just so sad. Big Tech also in the green. And the Russell just keep going. It just keeps on going. Up 3.1%. Good stuff. Let's see, I think SENS will go up very soon. Eat It, PNGO, Netlist, and HDVY. Gara, what is your thoughts on GGPI? I personally think that GGPI is very good. It's a good stock, but it depends on what price, right? So I'm going to take a look at it right now. Right, so if the rumors are true and it's going to be merging with Polestar, I think it's going to go through the roof. Yeah, with a market capitalization of about $1 billion, I mean, I like Polestar. I think it's pretty great. So if this merger is going to happen, I think this bad boy is going to launch itself to space. It's going to skyrocket. But we'll see. We need more news. So far, nothing is carved in stone yet. I feel like when the DIDI app comes back, the App Store... Yeah, I think the stock is definitely going to rally upwards when the app is going to come to the store. I think it will go to 15, 16 fairly easily when that happens. Your thoughts on space? It is down today. I think what's happening is that yesterday we had a massive rally for Virgin Galactic, and the main reason was because of the fact that Jeff Bezos was going to go to space. And I think we're now seeing kind of a sell the news event. So people are selling out right after that space flight. Because, of course, if Blue Origin goes to space, this broadens the market for space flight, for commercializing the space industry, the spacefaring industry. That is definitely a bullish thing for Virgin Galactic, too. It's the same thing where if you would see Tesla perform good, that could translate to a bigger market pie, which, for example, NEO could be part of. And that could benefit NEO. It's kind of similar to that. That's at least how people are looking at it from that perspective. AI 53, Palantir. Yeah, okay, so everything is up, but it's kind of staying at the same level. CCIV is heading down again. Sitting at a support at around 23.8, 23.9. Somewhere in that range. Holy moly, ravioli. We have a $200 donation coming in from Mina Han. Thank you so much, Mina Han. Appreciate it a lot. Thanks for that. Gara, thank you for the live stream. Rocket Launcher, you are the best. Netlist. I always say Netflix whenever I want to say Netlist. By the way, it's a $200 PayPal donation, and that's why you didn't see it in the live chat. Netlist and HDVY are the most profitable stocks I ever bought, both over 200% up. Yeah, I feel with that one. I wanted to buy Netlist at some point, but I forgot to. I missed out on that opportunity. If you guys don't know what happened, let's hold up. So Netlist is a stock right here. It's up 20.5% today. Somebody in the live chat, Rocket Launcher, said a netlist would be a profitable opportunity as Google is losing a lawsuit with netlist here, and it's a big lawsuit. They could potentially get billions in reparations. And yeah, it was sitting at like $3 or $4. I remember very vividly, and I said that I would come back to that later on and probably do it after the live stream, and I never did. So eventually I did it around 5, I believe, and I wanted to buy some stock, and I forgot to do that. And so, well, it skyrocketed from 5 to 9, and it's probably going to keep on going. Hey, it could fall from here. I mean, it's still sitting very high at the moment, sitting at a market cap of $2 billion. But yeah, that cheers for that recommendation. But yeah, thank you for the generosity. That is amazing, Mina. You are the best. Thank you for that $200 donation once again. It will definitely help out with the channel, and I'll put that to the savings for the super expensive camera that I'm going to be getting soon. Thanks. We got a 4.2 euro donation from Peyton Gerland. I don't think there's a message coupled to that one. Let me check. Maybe there is. Hold up. No, there's no message to it, but you know, thank you so much, Peyton. Thank you for that 4.2 euro donation. Let's get back to stocks here. CCIV is sitting at 24, or very close to 24. DIDI is now heading up. Hold up. Quickly gonna check what's happening here. Let's see, what am I gonna buy here? Yeah, I'm probably gonna buy some. I think I want to get some more CCIV, to be honest. Just a little bit more. Yeah, I'm going to get some more DIDI as well. Peyton, hold up. I think we have another donation through PayPal. Let me check. Oh yeah, so Peyton donated 4.2 euros, and Peyton says, thank you for everything. Thank you for that donation. All right. So, Palantir up 3% right now. AI up almost 4%. AMC skyrocketing, right? Because the Russell's skyrocketing. We have CCIV still heading up. DIDI is now up as well, 1.6% to the upside. And it's starting to move higher and higher. On top of all of that, the recovery stocks are recovering very fast. Interesting. And we're seeing Nano Dimension take off, BNGO taking off here as well. I think both of those are looking quite cheap at the moment. Peyton says, after the loss that I had last week, I've decided to quit smoking and concentrate on school/investing. investing. Let's go, Lucid Gang. Let's go. That's some positive energy right there. Let's get it going. Tesla sitting at 652. Yeah, there we go. As I thought, the Russell's heading down. Very slightly though, but it's still heading down right now. You can see the candles better on the 5-minute. So as it's going down, we're seeing some of these stocks cool off a little bit. No, actually, are we seeing stocks cool off? I don't think so. All right, we have 10 minutes left until power hour. I want you guys to smash the like button. Also, I'm going to make another poll. And in this poll, I want to know how many people think that the Russell is going to hit an all-time high. Right, so we're talking about the Russell. So the Russell 2000, the small cap index. I want to know what the sentiment is going to be, or is right now, on the Russell. Because I do remember for a long time, especially during February and March, a lot of people said that the Russell was going to crash. That was the average. That was the sentiment, right? So the average sentiment was about pretty much that. The Russell's going to crash. Now, is the Russell going to crash? Or are we going to see another leg upwards? I'm going to pull it down below. Alright, you know, we're going to grab different price points here. Is there a trend line that I can... Let's just say the upper level is going to be around 2,600. The middle level is going to be 2,400. Then 2,200. And then one at 2,000. All right, let's go. All right, made a poll. Make sure you vote. The four options are 2,600, 2,400, 2,200, and 2,000. So, if I would display this right now with the horizontal lines, 2,600, 2,400, 2,200, and the 2000s. And this is, let's just say, for the end of this year. Where do you think the Russell's going? There is a poll in the live chat. %42 of people say 2,400. 30% of people saying 2,600. And we have 8% of everybody that is currently voting saying it's going to go to 2,000. That's very interesting. Hmm. 7 minutes. I believe 7 minutes until power hour. The Dow Jones 34.5K ARC. Virgin Galactic recovering a little bit. I mean, it was down a lot. Look how much it went down. It was down 10%. And it's recovering. It's halfway there. A little bit over halfway. Nvidia, like we said it was going to come down for the split, and it did. It came down as we had the horrible CPI data. Look at that. So since the CPI data, Nvidia has come down 13%. Then a rebound for the stock split, and I think we're going to see more downside for Nvidia. I don't think it's going to go a whole lot more to the downside. I just think probably get back to around 170. Maybe then recover, but this would be my forecast for Nvidia. Although, I mean, looking at the RSI, it does look like it's probably already bottoming out. But yeah, I mean, the MACD is still pretty high. And if I take a look at the weekly chart, also very, very high. So I would say more likely to go back to around 170. Gara, in one of your past streams, you mentioned that Tesla might trade sideways for a couple of years, as it was a resembling trade pattern of the past. Do you still think this is going to be the case? Yes, I still think this is going to be the case. I don't think we're going to see like 1,500 or 2,000 like this year, or probably next year. Maybe next year, maybe. That would be crazy, though. I'm going to stick with sideways. So what I said is that what we might see is that for the coming time, Tesla could move something like this. And then eventually, maybe end of 2022, if the market is still stable and the Fed is not raising rates, going significantly above that $1,000 mark. But yeah, that's... Obviously, this is not accurate, but like the whole mindset is that it would move sideways. Similar to what we saw in this time period. So it moved sideways until the big catalyst came. So watch. So from this perspective, it looks like... This looks a lot like our current time. So we had a big rally, then a large downturn, and it just kind of sideways, and then a move downwards. And then another rally. But it stayed sideways, pretty much, for like... How much was this? I think it was about a year and a half. And then actually started moving down. And then eventually we had a big move up because what happens with Tesla is it reaches a particular big milestone and then it starts shooting upwards. Huge. And that's how it's been behaving. And that's pretty much how it's going to keep on behaving, I think. And so the mindset would be here for Tesla that potentially we could see a bit of a repeat. It goes back up, maybe hits thousands, maybe, and then comes back down again. And then we see a massive downturn, possibly in 2022, or maybe end of 2022, maybe the beginning of 2023. Let's just say it's 2022. And then it goes down again to the 400s, and then we see a shoot up. Huge move upwards when we see a big catalyst. Like this could potentially be a Cybertruck, semi-truck, in huge volumes are being produced. Several gigafactories have been built. Full self-driving is fully completed. Everybody's using it now. That could be the catalyst. And then we see the next big news, the next big thing, and then that could take the stock to 1,500. And I would say that's rather going to happen in 2023. I don't see that happening anytime soon. So, hey, I mean, if interest rates remain low, if the Fed doesn't taper, if the stock market remains stable, it could get to 1,500 end of 2022. But that would be like wishful thinking. Yeah, I think we will definitely see a big downturn in Tesla down the road. And the reason I'm saying this is, well, look at the monthly chart. This looks like we're going to see either a massive downturn the coming months, or one of the coming months, or the middle of 2022. I'm probably leaning towards middle of 2022 now. And that if that happens, we could see Tesla probably sitting at 400 again. I just don't see that happening near term because there are too many big catalysts. We have Cybertruck coming. We have Giga Berlin coming online. We have Giga Austin in Texas coming online. We have the semi-truck that's rolling out, the Cybertruck. Full self-driving is... It's too many catalysts. This year is a big year because, of course, rates are still low and the Fed is not tapering down. So if we see a big downturn, I mean, I thought it could be maybe this summer, but it seems more likely that's going to be rather mid-2022. And if I would say mid-2022 at the current pace. It is Power Hour right now. Let's go. It is Power Hour right now, and I think there's some huge moves coming up in many of these stocks. Let's go Power Hour transmission. Alrighty. Power Hour template. Activated. And DIDI stock is heading up. Let's go. There's good stuff. I'm still buying DIDI. I've been buying DIDI ever since it hit, like, I think it was $14. I sold out of DIDI very briefly. Bought back in at like 13 and 12 and 11. Bought at 10. And my gosh. If DIDI goes down a lot further than I think it's going to do, it's going to be kind of painful. It's going to be like my second C3.ai. But I don't think this is like C3.ai. I think this stock is rather undervalued just on a fundamental basis. The only thing that could take it down at this point would be the CCP cracking down even further on it, or potentially the US government or financial agencies to do something very bad. I don't see that happening though, so. I love how big of a nerd you are. I'm not a nerd. I work out. I go to the gym every day. And I am very cool. No, I'm joking. Tesla 655. It's going up 1.4% to the upside. DIDI stock 1.9 still. Like every percent DIDI goes up, my portfolio goes up like a $500, something like that. It is crazy. Let's see. C3 is up 4.2%. Palantir is up 3.4%. AMC skyrocketing. About to hit 40 again. What is with the super low volume? I think the volume is going to spike very soon. It's not going to be that beneficial for these institutions to not be buying the dip. I mean, it's only up 1.2%. Did we get a donation? I've got a feeling we got a donation like a while ago. No, okay. No, we're fine. We're good. We're good. Alright, you know what I'm wondering? So we got about 450 people watching. About 1/3 of the people have hit the like button. So what I wonder is, like, if everybody that's watching right now, that's hearing me right now, that is not AFK, would hit the like button, how far would that go? I wonder. So, all right. So I'm gonna count from 3 to 1. So just backwards, right? You know, 3, 2, 1, and then when I get to 1, I'm gonna say to the moon. And when I say to the moon, you smash the like button. Let's see how this works out, right? 3, 2, 1, to the moon. Make sure you spam click that like button. Let's see how far we get. I'm very curious, actually. 223. Oh, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I have to say, it's not bad. 240. Yeah, so there's a lot of people that are not AFK. 250. Ooh, to the moon indeed. To the moon indeed. 250. That's pretty darn awesome. Usually we get to 250 at the end of the live stream, and we have 55 minutes left. We got it. Let's go. That was really fast. That was like 180 to like 260 in no time. Smash the like if you're enjoying the live stream. Smash the like if you have a green portfolio today. Smash the like if your stocks are going up. Let's go. I'm gonna stop begging for likes. That's insane. I wonder if it's possible to like have like a 100% like to view ratio, aka like we have 500 viewers and we have 500 likes. It should be possible, right? Well, hold up. I think there's somebody calling in the background. I'm gonna make them shut up. Yeah, I really need my own apartment, eh? We just hit 286 likes. That is insane. That was really fast. Come on, DIDI, come on. It's just freaking me out right now. It's only sitting at 11.25. Tesla's heading up. Oh yeah. Alright, so sitting at 654.6. CCIV is still up 8.6%. I mean, it is currently power hour, so it should be good. We should see a bit of a rally here. Oh, how was the apartment? So I had checked the apartment, but it was, I would say, relatively expensive for what was offered. So I decided to not take it, and I'm gonna keep on searching. I'm going to have another viewing of an apartment in the weekend. So hopefully that is going to be it. I'm not asking for a whole lot, honestly. The only thing I'm asking for is like a place that has good internet, where there's not a whole lot of sound in the background, right? So no background noise. It doesn't even have to be like a very large space. But I'll say the housing market in particular in the Netherlands is just insane. Like, you'll get a room that is super tiny. It will cost you like $1,000 per month. So, yeah, I'm kind of like maneuvering myself through that landscape. I have a temporary stay on my own for the month of August. So I'm gonna be on my own for the month of August. But I'm planning to have a awesome stay, an awesome place by September. So that's kind of what I'm looking for right now. Somebody said in Dutch, everybody has this problem. Yeah, it's a big problem. Get a van, not an apartment. I think what the downside of that would be is if you have a van, like, there's a lot of background noise, right? So all the cars that are coming by and whatnot. Unless you place it somewhere where very, very quiet. Not so sure about that. I would not want to live in a van, to be honest. Hey! Virgin Galactic. Heading up. Is heading up a percentage point. Let's go. One moment. Oh. Paint one wall in green. That is very smart. I might actually do that, maybe. We'll see. I am actually considering it. I mean, that would make my life so much easier. But the problem with that is I would have to stream right up against the wall. There's a low chance that I'm going to be doing that. So I'm definitely going to still need a green screen. Come on, DIDI. Give us a proper spike here. MACD is about to... I don't think a whole lot is going to happen right now with DIDI. Oh wow, big tech. Whew. Google. It's just crazy how this stock moves. If this is Google right now, it's a rocket ship to the upside. But it is definitely on thin ice. I still think it will come back down to around these levels. 2,520. I don't think Google is a stock that corrects a whole lot. It corrects maybe 20% at the time max. I mean, what happened during the pandemic, right? 35% correction. Not even that big of a correction. I mean, 35 is a lot, but it's not like some of the value stocks, you know, like a lot of value stock went down a lot more. Oh, hold up. Yeah, we need a big spike. I mean, this time makes me it makes me think of what we had in 2020 with Tesla stock. Remember what happened in October? The stock went up, sold off, and it just kept going down. I think it would be very positive, a very good sign, if Tesla goes above 700 and stays there for a brief time. I think that would solidify that this is going to be the range where Tesla's going to be trading in for the foreseeing future. And there's a good reason that I'm saying this, because a good chunk of people, including a lot of big YouTubers, think that Tesla stock is kind of descending downwards, right? So they think this is what's happening. And so if Tesla doesn't do that, so if Tesla does not go down here to the 500s, if it instead goes to the 700s here, that would pretty much solidify the theory that Tesla's now officially trading within this range. Pretty much this range. We'll see. I think it's quite possible that we're going to see the lower 700s come in here. CCIV still sitting at 24. It's just so sad. DIDI's heading up again. Let's go. It's heading up slightly, though. Heading up very, very slightly. Didn't you say yesterday money will go from big value to small? Big value is up. But the thing is, what you don't understand, the Russell is up 3%. The Dow Jones is only up 1.8%. What does that mean? That basically means that there is more capital going to the Russell after an event where the Dow Jones was going down the most. So you should look at it this way. The Dow Jones went down the most. But now what we're seeing is that it's not going up the most here. We're seeing the Russell taking the lead by a far stretch. Yeah. And this is as the 10-year is going up slightly. So there's bonds being sold off. Yet we don't see the Dow Jones going up a lot further than the Russell. Of course, I mean, the Dow Jones is still up. But I would argue, this is a very positive sign for small caps. Looks like there's more capital flowing that direction. All right, we're going to be turning on the member-only mode. If you are a member and you have a question, then make sure you ask me right now. If you are not a member and you want to become a member, there is going to be a link in the description for that. I will link it down in the live chat for you if you want to check that out. I'll give the members a moment to ask some questions, to say anything. I'll be reading what's happening here. In the meantime, I'm actually going to fill my bottle with water. I'm getting really thirsty, so I'll be back in a sec. Ask me a question. Let's check the poll right now. In the poll where we ask, where do you see the Russell 2000, the small cap index, going? 40% of people said $2,400. We have 31% of people saying $2,600. 17% says just $2,200, and 13% is bearish and thinks the Russell's going to go down to the 2000s. Very interesting. I'm going to start up a new poll here. We'll be refilling this bottle in a sec as well, so that is when I'm going to be fully focused on the live chat. Hold up. All right, so I asked the question, who do you think is going to be right? Michael Burry or Kathy Wood? I'm going to refill the bottle. I'll be back in a second. I'll be reading the live chat in a moment. So if you are a member, or if you haven't become a member yet, here's a link. Ask me a question. I'll answer in a moment. Be back in a sec. Oops. Mic is muted. Yeah, mic's muted. Oopsie. Okay, so I read it out. This rally is based off of nothing. Are you not concerned about this being a bull trap? I think it is probably not a bull trap, but I think this could potentially be a dead cat bounce, which could mean that maybe there's a little bit more downside coming. But I still think growth and small caps are going to be taking off. I think value stocks are going to suffer again. Big tech could sell off a little bit, you know, before earnings. But yeah, overall, I mean, I don't think it's a bull trap. I really don't. The 10-year is still low. There's still inflation. Not a lot of inflation, but there's still inflation. And that should be still positive for stocks. The Fed is not... They're not going to be cutting down with the bond purchases. There's still very low interest rates. I don't see a reason why we would see a huge downturn right now. What might be the case is that the indices could go flat. So that is... I am a proponent of that theory that yes, we could see indices actually go flat. That is a possibility. Let's take a look at Tesla. Okay, so what do we have here? If Tesla can break 616.6, we will head towards 695 resistance. I think that's pretty much going to happen. What is going on with CCIV? There's a merger coming up on Friday, and that's why it's going up today. You're making at least $100 a month with Gara's analysis, right? Bunch of weenie beep. Getting ready to dump back to 21. I don't think that is going to be the case. On E-Trade, I saw 10 million shares traded, but did not see trade for. Could you say what it would be? I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, on E-Trade, I saw 10 million shares traded for CCIV, but did not see it on TradeView. Could you explain why that would be? Well, I think TradingView is a little buggy at times. I think that's probably the case. Quick 350 likes before Gara gets back. The market will improve if you do so. Oh yeah, make sure you smash that like button for sure. We have about 40 minutes, by the way, until the market is going to close. And I'm going to have to say, I mean, the market so far is looking quite nice. Are we opening green or red tomorrow after a big day like today? I think that we're probably... What we might see potentially is the Dow Jones goes down, the Russell goes up. Something, that kind of dynamic could be possible. Where we see a little bit of red on the Russell, on the Dow Jones, sorry, and on the S&P. So both these two could go down, but the Russell could stay green. I think that could definitely happen. Nasdaq, probably a little bit red too. I don't think we're going to see a big sell-off, so that is not within the realm of possibilities. I really don't think that's going to happen. Nothing really bad has happened so far, other than some FUD. You know, people screaming, "Oh, and there's inflation." Well, we knew there was inflation since the beginning of this year. It's nothing new. Oh yeah, we hit 300 likes. That's pretty awesome. That's awesome. If you haven't hit the like, make sure you do. Smash the like button. I have 3,000 shares in CCIV. Can you please do an analysis? I mean, there's not a whole lot to analyze. I mean, I've said this before. I think CCIV is probably going to run towards the 35. Probably by or on Friday. We're slowly seeing a move to the upside. Very, very nice. That is pretty good. Yeah, Tesla hitting 656, moving up. Neo moving up as well. XPeng is about to cross the MACD here, so could go back to the 45. 657 on Tesla. DIDI at 11.3, also gradually moving. It's like a snail. It's incredibly slow movement. AMC now above the 40s. Alright, I'm going to be turning off the member-only chat so everybody can speak. Hold up. There we go. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We have about 35 minutes. That should be plenty to still see some upside here for some of these stocks. And I'm looking at CCIV here. I mean, there's not a whole lot of time left. It hit that resistance that we spoke about. It's been down ever since. Oh boy. I think we got a PayPal donation. We got a 1.6 euro donation from Dasha. Thank you so much, Dasha. Dasha says, mRNA for tomorrow and end of the week, please. The haircut looks nice. Cheers. Thank you for that compliment. I'll take a look at mRNA. That is... Man, that... Flashback to biology. mRNA. Messenger... ribosomal nuclei... I have no idea what it was called. But that is a term that they use in biology. The mRNA. Moderna. End of the week. For today and end of the week, right? Huge spike because it was going to be included to the S&P. And ever since that, it's just been down. And we also have COVID fears, and that could definitely help with the share price. There's a massive gap right here, so people were willing to load up the stock at the 260s. I'm looking at the 4 hours and it just looks incredible. Yeah, I think we could definitely see Moderna go back down quite a bit. Depending what's going to happen here with the COVID Delta variant, so I mean... What's their revenue like? 123 billion in market cap. Okay, so so in 2020, their revenue went up from 60 million all the way to the 800s. That's because, of course, they provided the vaccines. Look at that! Oh my God! Look at that! Sweet, sweet earnings. Very, very good earnings for Moderna. Net income of 1.2 billion. I don't believe that. That is crazy. No freaking way. Q1, Moderna, earnings. Holy moly. Moderna. They had a net income. They have a profit margin of 63%. In 1 quarter, they made $2 billion. Oof, this is difficult. I mean, what can I say? They have really good earnings. It looks like they could probably have it, 5 to 10 billion this year. Possibly. It's a one-time thing, regardless, but... Tesla's still heading up. Look at that. Tesla heading up 658.4. Good stuff. That's some real good stuff. Alright, so I'm going to say I don't think Moderna is going to come down a lot, given their amazing earnings that they had, and they're going to probably keep on having great earnings. Hold on, let me fix that. There we go. Yeah, maybe get to 290 very briefly. Honestly, like... It's really unpredictable. I'm going to leave it at that. I think it's too unpredictable right now. The reason is that we don't know what's going to happen with Corona here. If the Delta variant is a bit more risky than we thought, Moderna goes up a lot more. So I can't say anything. I'll say one thing. I think Moderna could go down because it recently was added to the S&P and it skyrocketed since then. So what we could see is a bit of a correction. Then we could see another run. And that one is going to be closer to the 400s. I think that would only happen if the Delta variant is in fact going to be rather deadly and risky. But yeah, I'm looking at just a short term for Moderna to potentially come down to around, you know, that zone between 260, 280. Either a 50% move to the downside or a 7% move to the downside. Or in between, right? So. Yeah, Ava. Yeah, right. I was pretty bullish, but... Oh, yeah, CPI. Look at that. Look at that. So, I should have probably... thought about that. It would also affect this company because they don't have any revenue. So Ava Technologies, I was bullish on this, and I'm still bullish on it, but after CPI, which is right around here, it dropped 25%. That's my mistake, I guess. Should have seen that one coming, honestly. I mean, we've been saying this for many other stocks, that because of CPI, they would go down. Probably missed this one because it's a semiconductor company, right? So they make semiconductors. And usually those companies are not small caps that have no revenue. But this one definitely is, with 2.9 billion in a market cap. Gara, I got a challenge for you. Pick one stock you think will skyrocket in the next 3 days. CCIV. Yeah, I mean, if that's not a challenge, it's CCIV. That's going to skyrocket from today until Friday. Tesla, look at that, 659. Looking solid. All right. So anything that is not going up right now. Anything. Look at that. AMC up 21% right as we speak. AI up 4.2%. We have Palantir up 3.6%. BNGO and Nano Dimension also both taking off right now. Good stuff. Recovery stocks like CCL heading up. CCL's heading up to the 22. American Airlines heading up towards, I think, 21, right? So looking nice. Even Nvidia in the green. Virgin Galactic still heading up too. Damn, Tesla spiking. Nice. Good stuff. Tesla spiking. DIDI is up 2%. It's still heading up. CCIV up 8.4%. I mean, we have 27 minutes. I think there's still time for us to see a bit of a spike in CCIV stock. I'm going to quickly take a look if there's any stock that is heavily oversold at this moment. No, everything is heading up. It is crazy. Pretty much. Everything heading up. What's happening with Airbnb? What the hell's happening with Airbnb? By the way, Tesla's about to hit 660 again. CCIV is looking strong. Airbnb right now is... What the hell? Why is Airbnb so low? That's crazy. That is really nutty. Tesla's still running. Hold up. It's just green across the board right now. Everything is heading up. Hey Gara, which one of the EV charging companies do you recommend? I don't like any of them at the current prices, honestly. I just don't. I think they're all pretty expensive. Yeah, you have charge point, you have plug power. Right. I think at the current price, I do like plug power. But still, I think it's going to come down a lot down the road. But for like a swing trade, I would possibly consider plug power. Wait, hold up. Is plug power only hydrogen? No way. Hydrogen fuel cell systems that replace conventional batteries in equipment and vehicles powered by electricity. Oh, that is not one of the companies. Oops, oops. I do like plug power though, regardless, right now. I mean, if plug comes out with hydrogen, that could spell the end of electricity. If they have like a proper technology, if they have the best technology on the market, and I don't think it's gonna happen though. No freaking way. I think electricity is the way right now. It's gonna be like that for a while. I think if hydrogen was an option, then Tesla would have done it. So that's the thing. All right, so charge point. Check charge point here. Yeah, there we go. yeah. The 13th all the way, yep. It was that CPI report that came out that just shocked the market. I thought it would consolidate around 25. Which is kind of weird because we don't really see any support right there. The market at the end did decide to drop all the way here. And here we do see a support. We see several supports. So that does make sense. Yeah. I would say charge point is also looking quite bullish at the moment. There's a gap to be filled as well around 29. Looking at the monthly, I mean, it's neutral. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I think it's going to probably go back up, but I don't think it's going to go above the 36. It's going to be range bound, probably between around 20 and 30. That's going to be where it's going to be trading at. ChargePoint had a share dilution as well. I see in the live chat. What's happening with Palantir? Yeah, Palantir's up a lot. It's up 3.5%. It's good stuff. Hold up. Buying some more DIDI stock. See what happens. Look at that. Going past the 660s. Up 2.1%. It's about to happen. About to happen. And we have 20 minutes left, so plenty of time. time is not a problem right now. Hold up, what the hell? What's happening with Bumble? Hold up, what the hell? Why is Bumble sitting at 46? That is really crazy. I mean, they have earnings coming up mid-August. I might get some in Bumble right now, to be honest. See if I can, let's say Bumble gets back to around 50. Just fairly possible. Yeah, I got some Bumble shares. I'm gonna swing this one. Yeah, Bumble, I don't know if you guys remember, but I bought Bumble right here, sold it in this zone, and now I'm buying it back right here, and I think we could possibly see Bumble go back up to the lower 50s, which is a good trade. Bit of a 10% move, but I think it's gonna happen within the next 2 weeks, so. Virgin Galactic. Ooh, look at that. It's moving up all the way now. Almost going green. AMC, 20% to the upside. DIDI now heading up. Tesla just hit 660. That is sweet. What's the Tesla price target? Around 720 right now. Oh. This day is so fake. I think it's real, but I think it could be a dead cat bounce. Possibly. Look at that, the Russell up 3.3%. CCIV up 8.5%, not quite moving. Interesting. I mean, we still have like 45% to the upside left for this bad boy. So we'll see what happens here. DIDI going down right now. AI going down slightly. Palantir is actually still staying pretty high. Alex just donated $1. Cheers, thank you for that donation. Let's see, what are people saying in live chat? CCIV, no volume though. I don't think the party's over yet. I don't think so. I think a lot of us are underestimating what's happening with CCIV. Although it does seem like we're about to hit the overbought levels on the stock. But that's okay. I mean, it's to be expected. I mean, we have the merger coming up Friday, so it could be overbought. It could really be overbought like this for some time. Oh, by the way, I've probably said it in the past, but I'm going to say it again. I actually upload some content on Instagram too. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, make sure you do. You'll get a shout out from me right here, right now. I'll link you guys to the Instagram if you haven't done that. If you haven't followed me yet, make sure you do. Let me just link you down below. I actually uploaded tons of content today on, to the Instagram. So the Instagram link is now in the live chat. And like I said, I'll give you a shout out if you follow me on Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, let me just briefly check that. Yeah, so we have CCIV heading up now, 24.2. Looking good. Up 9.2%. Damn. Let me just link you guys. I wonder, will Wall Street Bets pump CCIV? Well, I mean, with AMC going up the way it has been going up, I think there's no denying that that could definitely be a possibility. That Wall Street Bets just piles up on CCIV and the stock just shoots to 40. I mean, look at AMC. It's up 22%. CCIV's merger is going to be Friday. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a case where retail will probably pump up that stock. It will be quite amazing if that happens, though. Oh, yeah, by the way, guys, I am going to go to Germany next week. That is pretty much from Monday until Friday. It's going to be my last holiday for this year, so I'm going to enjoy that. I'm actually going to be there from Sunday until Monday. I'll be back probably in August, in the first week of August. But I'll be in Germany from the whole week, and so next week is going to be a little bit different. I'm probably not going to be able to consistently live stream on a daily basis necessarily, but there are going to be videos every single day. So there's going to be videos every single day. I'll be live streaming every now and then if it's going to be possible. Probably a little bit shorter too for next week, but it's going to be enough so that so you guys can actually absorb the information and for us to cover the market. So I'm going to try to do the bare minimum, as I'm also going to try to enjoy the holiday in Germany with a couple of friends of mine and some family members. It's going to be quite awesome. Welche Stadt? I have no idea how to speak German though. Viel Spaß, Junge. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be in Oldenburg. It's a great city. We'll be in Oldenburg for... Look at AMC. Oh my god. AMC is moving godlike right now. Look at that. 43 right now. 43 on AMC. And CCIV is sitting at 8.9% to the upside here. 24.2. Hey, wieder Deutsch here. Ha. Ask which city. Yeah, I noticed. Well, I live in the Netherlands, so I can understand German a little bit. The meme stocks are not going to die yet. If the Russell goes up, you will not see the meme stocks. So it's not gonna. They're not going to die. Just put it that way. Highly doubt that. Yeah, market closing in about 10 minutes. CCIV is heading up. Look at that. 24.3 coming in. 10 minutes left until the market closes and CCIV is moving. Look at that. 24.33. Will we get 25? It's up 9.6%. Still heading up. Tesla up 2.4%. Gara, are you happy with CCIV's result today? Yes, I am happy with the result today. I'm quite satisfied. This is pretty good. This is a good start. We still have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's enough time to see like a 40 to 50% move. It truly is enough time. If you think about the fact how AMC has been moving 26% in a single day, some of that money could go to CCIV. And as I said 26, it went to 27%. It's getting pretty crazy out there. There we go. DIDI heading down now. Darn, what a disappointment so far. I mean, that's painful. CCIV still sitting at 24.3. Let's see. Yeah, what will happen with Palantir? Yo, what was that? I just saw Bumble go down quite a bit. Oh well. Markets are dipping slightly. Yeah, I saw. We got a follow from JShoot1971. Thank you. And from Scott Koch Reneo on Instagram. Cool. That's awesome. I mean, I post on Instagram almost every single day, so if you haven't followed yet, then do make sure you follow. Link is going to be down below in the description, and it's also in the live chat. So, cheers. If you still want to shout out, I mean, there's 8 minutes left. Hit that link and follow the Instagram. I saw a bit of a... Yeah, that's the Russell that's dipping now, isn't it? The Russell's slowly going down. Yeah, I noticed it right away. It's pretty crazy. You should visit Berlin. Maybe. I might. It's quite far away from the place I'm going to be going to, so... So, let's see what's happening with CCIV. CCIV now sitting at 24.4. And it's up almost 10%. That's how we do. It's now up 10%. And the MACD is still crossing, so it's about to cross. Not so sure if it's going to do that in the next coming minutes here, but it's definitely a possibility that will just shoot up to 25. Something like, pretty much like this. Above the resistance. Like, we needed to go above the resistance today, which is right around here, 24.67. Tesla sitting at 661.5. Oh, wow. We got some people now following on Instagram. Little Terry, Mihai Tesla, and Oscar Klar just followed the Instagram. Cheers, everybody. Like I said, I post every single day. So if you don't want to miss out, then make sure you hit up the Instagram. Link is in the description and in the live chat. And I'll also give you a shout out. I think this is pretty much it. This is all we're going to get for today. Good day so far. Could be a dead cap bounce. I truly think that I truly think the market is not going to crack big time. It just wouldn't make a whole lot of sense right now. AMC is going insane, somebody says. Yeah, it's up 26%. I wonder where this capital's coming from. Is it retail or are the hedge funds buying? Yeah, hedge funds could be buying their short positions, so that's what I'm trying to say. And when they do buy their short positions back, you see these massive rallies. I think it's probably retail and hedge funds buying. What a spike. And CCIV not quite going above 25 today so far. There's still some time left. It's retail buying because, yeah. So I was saying, yeah, it could be the hedge funds notice that there's more positivity, and so the hedge funds buy back in. They buy back the shorts, and so they pretty much they take profit, but then retail is seeing that AMC is heading up, and then so retail piles up as hedge funds are buying. I think that's what's happening right now. I don't think it's going to last. Despite, you know, it going up that much, it looks like it could go down fairly quickly. Probably like that. All the way to the 40s. I could be wrong, but this is what I think. Maybe it just goes down like this. I think that's more likely. Slowly goes down after the spike. Tesla's about to hit 662. Hitting 662 right now. Ooh la la. It's good stuff. Alright, so we ran a poll for about 30 minutes. In that poll, I pretty much said, who do you like better? Who do you think is going to be right? Cathie Wood or Michael Burry? 64% said Cathie Wood. 15% said Michael Burry. 18% says none of them. And 2% just decided to troll and said Gordon Johnson. Yeah, that's interesting. So a lot of people think Cathie Wood is going to be right. Yeah, I really can't choose between the two. I think that both are going to be right. Honestly, I think right now we see that Cathie Wood is in the right. Or we're going to see that happen. And then right after that, you know, when the small caps, when they had their run, that's when Michael Burry's thesis is going to come into play. And that's when we see the whole market kind of deleverage and come down. Oh man, everything is going down right now before the market closes. We have about 2 minutes. 2 minutes left. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Hold up. And now we have 1 minute left. Snowflake is jumping too. Everything is starting to dip a little to the downside. Everything. Pretty much everything. I would say that CCIV is still looking pretty nice. Just up 9.3%. That's a pretty good run. It's a pretty good run, I have to say. If Wall Street Bet starts piling on this, it could easily go to 40. But I'm looking at 35. So that's my target for Friday. Alrighty, so the market is now officially closed. Let's get in with that closing bell. Market is now closed. That was it. This is all we're gonna get for today. This could just be a dead cat bounce, so be very careful, be very cautious. I think there's a high probability that this is not going to be a dead cat bounce, so I'm still quite optimistic. All right, 10-year. Let's just have an overview right here. The 10-year is up 2%, which basically means that bonds sold off a little bit as they got overheated. But it's low enough for the small caps to rally. The dollar is up. We're seeing a little bit of deflation. The dollar currency index still heading up right now. Look at that. Up, 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 up. And we're seeing the Russell up 2.9%. Dow Jones 1.6%. Way lower than the Russell in terms of like upside. Didn't even fill the whole gap, I believe. Well, no, it kind of did. NASDAQ barely up, basically, because it's still very close to its all-time high. S&P, huge spike in the huge spike in the S&P, filled the gap, and even above that. U.S. oil went up slightly, but it's still down a lot. So, interesting. Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies down. Bitcoin below 30,000. I mean, we did foresee this coming. Do we see any chance of a bit of a bounce to the upside here for Bitcoin? No, it could still keep going down, honestly. It does not look good for Bitcoin right now. Coinbase up 2%, disregarding the downturn in Bitcoin. We had Tesla 660, Neo 44, Xpeng 24.2, sorry, 40.7, CCIV at 24.2, DIDI 11.2. Little bit disappointed about DIDI. That's just a bit of a disappointment right now. A big move on AMC. I suspect hedge funds are buying back in because they're covering their shorts. Probably they shorted this stock from 60 to 55 to 50 to 40. And now they're covering. AI, nice 3.8% jump. Looks like we're going to see some more upside for C3. I think it's going to get back to 60, to be honest. Or like the upper 50s at least. Palantir, likewise, big move. 3% to the upside. Big Tech, green. Virgin Galactic down, big banks up as well as they hit the supports. Recovery stocks shooting upwards, right? So shooting up from the bottom. All right, I think that was it. I think tomorrow, bit of a coin flip. Could be a dead cat bounce. If it is a dead cat bounce, we'll notice it right away. Because that would mean that the Russell would go down 2 to 3%. We would see the S&P go down huge, and everything would go down massively. That's a sign that this indeed was going to be a dead cat bounce. I think, yeah, it looks pretty much like a dead cat bounce to me, honestly. It could be another negative day tomorrow. Just a little bit negative. But I think what's more likely is the Dow Jones and the S&P a little bit negative. Russell still in the green. And we'll see CCIV head up to the moon. We'll see. I think probably DIDI is going to go up as well. It's looking pretty good right now, the current price. Yeah, MACD's about to cross, so we'll see. And especially Tesla. I mean, we have earnings coming up. Earnings is coming up next week on Monday. And yeah, we have until Friday to be able to buy this stock before earnings. So expecting a huge rally. All right, guys, I'm going to be ending the current live stream. But before I do, I'm going to remind you that there is a Discord community that you can be a part of. Make sure you join the Discord community. It is completely free. And this is where I reside there every single day. You can ask me any questions. It's where we talk about trading, investing. It's the Lucid Traders community. So make sure you join the Discord community. I'll briefly go over the Discord community so you can see it. There we go. See if we can do that. Fantastic. This is the Discord community, and this is where I'm pretty much every single day. We talk about stocks, investing, finance here in this Discord. Like I said, it's free. You can join. About 4,000 people joined, and I think you might like it. So hit it up. Discord link is in the live chat. It's also in the description. And we also have the Patreon, which I want to take a look at right now, because we have a complete revamping of the Patreon, and it was definitely needed. It was really, really needed. I'm going to show you the Patreon in a second as it's loading. There we go. So if I just show you right here. All right, fantastic. So this is the Patreon. Oh, oops. As you can see, we have these new emblems, these new images on the Patreon. We have the Lucid Explorer, Adventure Trader, and it just goes pretty much down all the way to Diamond. I would say not a whole lot of people will be going for Diamond, but you know, these are the tiers that we have on Patreon. If you'd like to support the channel even more, you can do that through Patreon. There will be exclusive benefits. I have to say I've been a little bit on Slack recently. Been really, really busy, but there are going to be huge benefits to the Patreon down the road, and especially, you know, buy and sell signals, exclusive live streams, Q&As, and I would say the portfolio is going to be visible to everybody that's on the Patreon. That is going to be a thing that I'm currently working on, and it is going to be there on the Patreon. So, and you got the exclusive Discord. We have the exclusive. Everything is exclusive, right, with the Patreon. So check it out. Patreon link is going to be in the description. It is in the live chat. It's going to be in the live chat. Let me just quickly link it down below for the people that are interested. Here we go. So yeah, Patreon link is in the live chat and in the description. Just want to quickly show that. Let's get back to the Discord. Look, that's Stockmo. Jeez, that is interesting. Right, so Discord link is also in the description. It's also in the live chat. I'm going to link those both down at the end of this live stream, which is going to be in a couple minutes, a couple seconds. Who just joined? Welcome to Himath Mail Bagel. Welcome to the Discord. Somebody made a screenshot. Huh. Interesting. Let me check. Alright. Cheers, everybody. I'm going to be heading out now. Have a great day. Have an awesome day. We'll be back for tomorrow. Huge moves coming up in this week. You know, CCIV, Tesla, DIDI stock. There's a whole lot of momentum coming up. Like I said, Discord, Twitter, Instagram, all the links are in the description. Check them out. Very active on social media, and that would be really sweet. All right. Have a great day, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow. This was Lucid Trading, and I will see you very soon. See you guys tomorrow.